Dosha Lyfe TV. I just like to talk about some things. Understand something. When you realize that you don't need to eat meat to live, then you realize that everywhere you go, food is plentiful. You also realize that they said they told us that the only vegetables that we supposed to eat is what they told us is what is vegetables. And most of that is some man-made shit that you ain't never heard of 100 years ago. Or some shit that ain't look nothing like that 100 years ago. Like say right now, I'm in Texas, but it don't matter. Like right now, I'm sitting under a palm tree with actual berries on it. People are scared to eat wild fruit off of trees, but if you eat a raw pork or some raw beef or something, you'll be in a hospital. I mean, just be real. If you ate some raw pork or some raw beef, you would be in a hospital. But people are scared to eat some regular ass fruit off of trees and shit. I'm just being honest. So as I smoke my mugwort in this part, shit, I'm under a palm tree in Texas. Many people don't even know palm trees have fruit other than coconuts. You can call this something like the ackberry. I put it in my tea, but you can eat this. You can make jam from it, jelly from it. There's food everywhere. Half the weeds that grow in your grass in your front yard is actual vegetables. It's actual plants with actual nutritional value. Even the cats around this bitch be eating the fruit. So, So let's talk about this food crisis shit they've been talking about. What's supposed to happen? It might still happen, or whatever. Y'all too relied on government. Shit, you don't have to be in a hot environment to find food on the ground. You don't have to be in a hot environment to find vegetation to eat. A lot of y'all just need to educate yourselves on what's actually in your surroundings where you at. There's so many herbs. If all the stores would have shut down and I ain't had no food, I'd still be eating every single day. Even in the dead of winter. It don't matter where I'm at. Unless I'm in a place called Alaska or somewhere, it's nothing but ice. I'm sorry, there's always something. The land makes sure that. So I can't say that a lot of vegetation ain't what it used to be due to colonization and all this other shit, but at the same time, it's still here. And it's been untouched for so long because we not even taught about what grows in our own front yard. But they teach you how to, what I'm saying? They teach you an American history that's not even your history. So, school don't teach you shit that you need in real life without a government. It's to train you for it. So I'm just putting that out there. Everywhere you go, there's something that you can eat. Now, if y'all want people that lose it and think you're gonna die if you don't eat in a day, because people water fast for months at a time. There's people that do that. Like, don't eat food for months at a time. Health just fine. You know what I'm saying? I done went a month without food on purpose. That felt great. It ain't. See, you can't go by what these doctors and shit telling you. They telling you shit to keep you in their little system. They get paid off you being sick. They're not telling you how to heal. If you don't understand that, let me tell you something deeper. How is it that you can go into a hospital on a fear or something? You go in there, they don't want to see you unless you got insurance. But let's say you do whatever and you get seen. Just to check your blood pressure is $200. They charge all this money for medications and all this shit there, but yet a flu shot comes around free every year. People don't question the flu shot. I ain't never had the flu. I never had the flu shot. I'm around people that's sick all the time if I wanted to be. I've probably been exposed to a couple people that had COVID. It doesn't matter. I'm healthy than a bitch. I bet you there's no. See, I understand this. It's not something you can pass to somebody. They teach you that bullshit ass lie. So don't even go to that. You want to pass a virus, you have to have sex with somebody with the virus. That's the only way. Exchange blood with them. Exchange bodily fluid. That's how you pass a virus. Herpes, that's a virus. Bodily fluid. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got that. The flu. Most people get the flu from their boyfriend or their girlfriend. You don't just catch the flu, or from their kids, because let's be real, a lot of parents share bodily fluid with their young kids at the same time. You tasting milk and shit, and I don't know what the fuck you doing. You know, it is what it is. Understand that if it's an energy can be passed by sex, because when you have sex, it becomes one energy. Two separate energies become one, the conjunction of both of them. So if a healthy person has sex with a sick person, not a healthy person has an immune system that might be more sickly, and a sickly person might have an immune system that might be a little more healthy. You gotta think about this shit. You become one flesh in the spirit and in the physical. In the spirit, therefore, in the energy. All spirit is an energy with the consciousness. We used to live off the spirits of nature by only dealing with the spirits of nature. What I mean, like I said, every herb, every plant, every animal, every bug, everything has a spiritual energy. Energy is what it is. Energy might just choose a type of cell structure to bind itself to in its physical matrix. So with that being said, if you're an energy, let's say I put a, let's say the spot that's in front of me, I in my mind set the intention with energy, because your mind can control energy, believe it or not. I could set intentions, and if I know it to be true in my mind, it exists. I could set attention in front of me for a portal of happiness, just regular happiness, right? All the things that you will perceive as happiness would manifest in the area of that portal, which means people will come around and just feel happy feelings. Butterflies, shit like that resembles happiness will actually manifest in that area. Somebody might be a happy person and just decide to just something about that area and walk that way. That's how energy works. See, not all energy can be seen with these eyes. Is this what I'm trying to tell y'all? People don't believe in energy unless they can see it. And that's where a lot of people's downfall is. I might just happen to be an individual that could actually see energy. That's just me, but my third eye has just been like that my whole life. It had nothing to do with me waking up. That's just me. I always could see energy, like literal energy. So I see sound and vibration, colors, auras. It blinds, it actually blocks, in a sense, my physical perception of shit. To where I could look at that in front of me and it'll all look blurry, because all I'm seeing is the energy radiating off of everything that's in front of me, more than I see what's in front of me. So you gotta understand there's levels to this. Everything that you expose yourself to affects you like a drug. I'm just saying. I'm way off subject, but I don't care. I'm surrounded by a bunch of cats. But nah, you gotta look deeper than these things. These trees that's around, there's food growing off these trees. Start studying the berries that grow in your backyard, seeing if they edible. A lot of them actually taste good. You know, they grow plentiful everywhere. They don't want us walking in nature. You don't ever walk off the path if you're in the city, but if you're a country person, you walking all through the grass. And you see stuff like this. This is in Texas. There's fruit like this everywhere. I'm just saying. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised I seen a coconut. But it's not the environment for it, so I would be surprised. But still, it's the winter time. It was snowing out here just a couple days ago. You get what I'm saying? Some trees are evergreens. Some trees are not. They don't die, they just go to sleep. The roots still live underground. Start learning the seasons for these plants that can become potential food. Our ancestors, we named certain moon cycles, you know what I'm saying, based off the food that will grow in between these cycles and harvest. So when it was this type of moon, you would start planting this type of fruit because this is the type of energy that would most benefit this type of fruit or this type of vegetable, you know? And a lot of times the earth responds directly off the phases of the moon and the sun. Like say for instance, when I was in another state and it was colder, it was hot. Well, not hot. It was just warm every single day of the year. It was just, every single day it was just warm. Then the minute that solstice hit, the very day of it, it was cold. And been cold ever since. So, it's levels to this. Everything is run by these cycles. Everything is connected by energy. Nothing is what you physically see it to be. Everything that you see is the illusion of what the spiritual energy actually is of it. Down to the shape, down to the size, down to the color. Let's say, for instance, I got a fruit. I get an apple. You cut an apple from the top down. It resembles a pussy. It resembles a flower blooming, which also resembles a pussy. It resembles a woman's sexual parts. We got bananas. We got eggplants. We got stuff that resembles a man's masculine parts. If you're a man and you eat eggplant, let's look at the color. Eggplants are mostly purple, right? So the color of that means the energy of it's going to benefit your crown chakra. But the shape of it that ties to a physical thing, the shape of a penis or whatever, odds are it might actually benefit either growth or cleansing or the mucus or something of the penis. So let's look at a juicy fruit like an apple, a pear, or orange. Any of these things. It's something that gives life. It's a portal for life. In other words, if you cut it from the top down and resembles a pussy, it's a portal for life. I'm trying to tell you. If it resembles it, it's most likely of that nature. Now, if it's a portal for life, what's a life-giving energy? Your sexual regions and all that, it's a fruit. So, with that being said, if a woman eats a lot of fruits, this, you know what I'm saying, the physical image of it when you cut it from the top down is a pussy. So, most likely if you eat it, it's most likely good for your pussy. It's good for your yoni. That's how it really works. Papayas and all this extra stuff. Let's think deeper than that. You cut an apple or any of these other fruits halfway, like horizontally. You see a 5-point star. That means it's a star fruit. The sun is a star. That means it feeds from that star energy. When you extend your arms and your legs like that, your body is in the image of a star, a 5-point star. If my shit hang down low, 6-point star, however you want to make it. Because once it hang down, that's a manifestation. Once it means 6-point star, that's a star of manifestation. Well, a 5-point star is the temple of man or the temple of being. You know what I mean. I don't want to just say man because, yeah, man and woman, but you know what I'm saying. So 5 Point Star is the temple of man. These are symbology. Only religion makes symbols evil, even though the Bible don't even say these symbols are evil. You get what I'm saying? We just tie shit together and create our own reality based off the reality that they taught us. Look at kidney beans, shaped like little kidneys. The color is brownish. You can more so correlate brown. Maybe sacral, maybe close to your solar plexus. But yeah, they're brownish. Anyway, though, brown is a multitude of things, so I ain't gonna get in that. It's most likely gonna ground you. But it's shaped like your kidneys. Guess what's good for your kidneys? Kidney beans. Look at grapes. Grapes look like the little air sacs in your lungs. Even these, they resemble your lungs, the air sacs in your lungs. The color of those are blue. That's throat chakra. So it will most likely help your throat chakra region. You know what I'm saying? It'll help your throat chakra. But physically, it resembles air sacs in your lungs, so most likely it's going to help detox or strengthen the lungs. You know what I'm saying? It's that deep. Look at the energy. Now, I'm not saying every part of everything's edible. Like, say, for instance, they got a lot of bushes that grow. People plant these little decorative bushes that grow these little red berries. The berries are edible, but the seeds ain't. So, only thing you can be skeptical on when it comes to eating random fruit for the most part is eating the seed. Not every seed is good. Some is medicine, some is poison. So, it depends on your body. It depends. Everybody's different and made up different. There's a reason they don't study certain stuff. How is it they don't have, how is it they was talking about they ain't had no research on weed? Weed is a fruit. But how is it they said they ain't had no research on it, but they've been doing it for thousands of years? Thousands and thousands. They don't want you to know. They know about all these different plants. They know about all these weeds that grow in the grass, all these trees, all these flowers and herbs. They got saw palmettos and wild yarrow flowers and just looking around, all around it. Wild yarrow, they died off, but they ain't got the flowers, but I recognize the plant. So, it's all types of stuff out here. Pay attention to your surroundings. If it grows from the earth, all it eats is sunlight and water. The sunlight feels good to you when you just step in the sunlight. When the fruit does nothing but eat that energy in accordance to the frequency of color and the part of the body it resembles. When you eat that fruit, you eat that same feeling that you get when you step in the sun. It's deep. You eat according to your vibration. People wonder why they feel stressed all the time. You eating food that's been processed, the sunlight energy ain't even much in it no more, or is a dead animal. Let's be real. We are not these animals. If you eat something, like I said, we're not supposed to eat meat. Not no every day at least. We're not supposed to though. Unless it's a ritualistic thing like our ancestors did it. We're not supposed to. We've been eating meat for the last couple hundred years because the last couple hundred years our land been messed up and went from vegetation to that. It been forced to that. But nah, in a way though, Dosha Lyfe. Like and subscribe, hit the cash app.